Hey guys, so for the last couple of days I've been killing ganodermic bees to make money and to further my road to bill. However, I decided that I also wanted to do a test of ganodermic bees to see how much money you could actually be making. So this is the gear that I used. I used a cannon, I used overloads, I used super renewals, and three unicorns, Alk runes, unicorn healing scrolls, the Nemo, the dragon spear, so I could what's it called? I could lure the runts because they're fucking annoying. Yeah, so this is the gear setup that I used in this. So yeah, so keep that in mind when you make comparisons with other people. When you talk about how much you can make per hour. So, oh, and by the way, what I'm wearing is the best gear that you can wear. So also keep that in mind. So this is pretty much the best GP per hour that you're gonna get. So yeah. So yeah, guys. So basically, I looked this video over, and I looked back, and I was like, they're gonna want to know what gear I've got. So basically, I'm just gonna go through that quickly. So basically, I've got a full set of subjugation armor. I've got a polypore staff, which is not the best, but you need to do this to make the best money, because polypore staff, to use it only costs 110 GP per cast, so it's well worth it. And then we have the arcane stream necklace. This is obtained from dungeoneering. It's a pretty cheap reward actually, and it gives a plus 15 damage bonus. This subjugation armor, it gives a plus 9 damage bonus, and it gives pretty good accuracy as well. And then the Aldinal cloak, it gives a plus, I think it's plus 6 magic and a plus 6 prayer bonus, so it's well worth it. And then we have the Topple Zoe. The reason I use this is because I don't have an imbued ring. However, it does give a plus 4 accuracy, mage accuracy, which is very good. And then that's it. So yeah, this is all subjugation and a reverence aura, just to save prayer. Because like when I use my prayer pots and prayer renewal and stuff like that, my prayer like nearly stays exactly the same all the time. So basically what I did was, like many other people, I looked up a guide to do ganodermics, see how much I could be making, how to do it, and everything like that. However, those videos were made months ago, and now it's prices have changed, things have changed, and people want to know how much you can actually make from them. So that's what I'm here to do now. So yeah, here we go. So basically, here's a table showing you exactly how much I made in each trip, how much I spent, how much I made from the drops, and what kind of drops I got. So yeah, if you just want to have a quick look, as you can see, I split it up into trips. So each trip was 2 hours long. I just had to change this number to because it said 0, but anyway, it was still correct. The numbers were still correct, but anyway. So basically, in the first trip, I made 2.6 million in profit in 2 hours. So this amounted to 1.3 million GP per hour. As you can see, it's just below 1.3 mil. This is a pretty average trip in comparison to the other ones I'll be explaining. So like as you can see, each of these things they will have a different like say for example, I used 1,785 charges of polygon star. So basically, each charge cost 110 GP each. So I just basically did 110 times that number, and it got me 200k. So this is the cost of using each charge, and this is the same for every number. So basically, overloads, a flask of overloads cost me 160k. So I used 4 overload flasks. So this in total, this trip cost me 634,000 just in overloads. So as you can see, this is how I worked out each of these numbers, and you can see that the most expensive cost is the cannonballs. However, I think it's still worth it because you're basically killing double the amount of ganodermic beasts. So then we have so these are the costs. These are what I had to spend money on to make the trip happen. So yeah, and then I gave the total here. So this is how much each trip cost me. So this is a 2-hour trip. So each trip cost around 2.5 mil, around 2 to 2.5, yeah, about that. Some trips they like this trip 2.8 mil. That's like very expensive, and yeah. So you got to try and limit as much as possible. I was thinking about taking out overloads and replacing it with the Beckner skull or extreme magic potions. However, I don't think it's worth it because uh, so so basically how magic works is when you use overloads, you boost to 106 out of 99, and the problem with this is that those 7 levels from 99 to 106 account for 25% damage. So if you lose even one, so say for example you had 105 out slash 99, and then basically you're losing 5% damage. So it's a massive difference. Because the vacuum skull it only recharges every 7 minutes, you're basically losing 25% for half of your trip. So I mean, yeah, it's up to you really, but I personally think it's worth using overlays. So what's next? Okay, so we talked about the costs. These are all the costs. Everything here is a cost. So now we go on to the drops. So basically, these are all the drops that I got. This is the total amount of drops in cash. And yeah, okay, so I'll go through these. So this is the cash. So basically, these are all the items that I high alchemized. Things like rune items, polypore stick, all that stuff was out, and this is how much cash I made per 2 hours from the alchemy. Then there's the flakes. This is the bulk of your cash. This is how you're going to make most of your money. Usually you need to go 1 for 1. So basically every cannonball that you use. So as you can see, I've used about 6k cannonballs here. I need to have like at least 6k flax in return, and then I'll be making pretty good profit. So anything more than anything more than the amount of cannonballs you use is going to be a good profit for you. So then we have the spores. This is worth picking up because again it's not the biggest amount, but it's one of the bigger amounts that you're going to get on your trip. So yeah, and then we have seeds. This is tree seeds and like herb seeds and everything like that. There are some seeds that you shouldn't pick up, like Fellstalker, but this is the amount that I got per trip for the seeds. So it's a pretty good. Like it varies a lot though. On the third trip, I got under a mil in seeds, whereas in another trip I got 2.5 mil in seeds. So you can see that it changes a lot. There's a lot of variation in seed drops. So you're gonna get trips can go up and down all the time, depending on your luck basically. I'm also thinking of doing a guide with the wealth ring, just to see how much it changes the seed drops, because they I think the wealth will make a difference to what kind of seeds you'll get and how many seeds you'll get. So then we have runes. This includes deaths and bloods. If you haven't got room in your inventory, I suggest not picking them up. The same goes for flax. I would also I would say that Raynars they're pretty good to pick up. I mean they're stackable and they give pretty decent return. But again, if you haven't got space, don't pick them up. and then we have the what the fuck items. These are items from the rare drop table. So I seem to be getting a lot of like lore runes and rune arrows and things like that, and I got some other random crap. I think I got like 500 silver all in my bank just from what the fuck items. So yeah, there's a lot of strange stuff. Anyway, so then I added all these up, and I got a total for each trip. So I got 5.2 mil overall profit, not profit, drops on this trip. So these are all the this is what these are what these numbers mean. And then I worked out the profit. Basically, I did this by taking this number, the amount of money that you made from the trip minus the cost of the trip. Makes sense, doesn't it? but anyway, so this was a 2-hour trip. So then what I did was this minus this equals this. So this is the overall profit from the 2-hour trip. And then I divided this by 2 to get the GP per hour. So then as you can see, these are the GP per hour I got for each trip. So this is trip 1, trip 2, trip 3, trip 4, trip 5. And then what I did was I added all these up, and then I divided by 5 because I did 5 trips. So I added all these up and then divided by 5 to get the overall average GP per hour. And what I got was 1.26 mil per hour. This is an average trip based on 10 hours of ganodermic beasts. So yeah, let's go on to the next part. So yeah, this is the gear. This is what I had after each trip. So this is trip 1, trip 2, trip 3, trip 4, trip 5. Maybe I should have done that a bit slower. Okay. Slowly. Trip 1, trip 2, trip 3, and trip 4, and 5. Hey guys, so basically I just want to conclude this this episode. Basically I want to say that I think ganodermic beasts are still worth doing. At 1.26 mil per hour, I think this is still a good amount in comparison to other money making methods. I think it's a very stable 1.2 mil, so you're guaranteed to make approximately 1 to 1.5 mil per hour, approximately. When you compare it to things like bossing, unfortunately bossing is based on luck entirely. So you could get a drop every hour, or you could get a drop like once a week or something. So if you want a stable like income from making money in RuneScape, then ganodermic is a pretty good way to do it. But there are other money making methods that might be better. However, I think because it's very easy, it's basically AFK. Well, I mean, all you do is just pick up seeds and flakes, and that's it, and you just fill your cannon. So I don't know. So yeah, that's all I like to say about it. I personally think it's worth it to an extent. So guys, thank you for watching, and if you agree or disagree with any of the things I said in this video, then leave a comment down below. If you like the video, then like the video. And if you liked it a lot, then subscribe, because oh crap, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. I can't believe it. If I die, oh my god. Oh my god, I died. Okay, anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.